Hi, sending an email is a widespread business requirement. In this video, I will showcase the mail step to send a salary statement. Let us begin. I'm in AutomationEdge Process Studio. I have created a project and a workflow, salary statement mail. AutomationEdge workflows handle rows of data and perform some transformations. An AutomationEdge workflow must begin with a row generating step like input steps, etc. We will use the generate row step as the first step in this workflow. Search for the generate row step, drag and drop it on the canvas. In the limit field, change the number of rows to 1 for generating a single row. I have entered several field names and their values for use in the next mail step, like destination address, sender name, sender email, SMTP server name, SMTP server port, server authentication user, server authentication password, the subject of the mail, the body of the mail, and the file path of the attachment. Click OK. Next, search for the mail step and drag and drop it on the canvas. In the configuration fields, enter static or variable values or select previous fields from the drop-down list. In the address tab, enter the destination address. Since we created fields in the previous step, we will select the field from the drop-down list. Select the destination address. You can also enter the CC and the BCC recipients. Select fields for the sender name, sender address, that is sender email. You can also enter values in the reply to, contact, and contact phone numbers. In the server tab, select the value for the SMTP server, the SMTP port. You can provide the socket connection timeout value in milliseconds. The default value is infinite. You can provide the socket read timeout value in milliseconds, and you can provide the socket write timeout value in milliseconds. In the authentication section, enable the checkbox to use authentication. Select the authentication user, and for authentication password also, we will select from the drop-down list. Use the secure authentication. You can select from SSL or TLS. In case of TLS, you can choose one or more protocols at a time. So let us choose SSL for this workflow. In the email tab, you can include date in the message. You can send only the comment, and you can use the HTML format. So we'll check these boxes. For HTML format, select an encoding from the drop-down list. You can also manage priorities. I will also select the subject and the body or the comment from the drop-down list. In the Attached Files tab, attach content or a file name. Use the Attached Content File section to attach a content file without separately creating it. Under Attached File Names, you can add dynamic files based on field values or browse a file or folder. You can include subfolders and use a wildcard to select files in the folder. Let us browse the salary details file. In the zip file sections, check the zip files to zip all the attachments. Specify a value for the zip files if size greater than. If you wish to zip only if size is greater than the value specified in MB. In the Embedded Images tab, select a single image file and add to the list. The content ID is populated automatically. It works only for HTML format email message. Add the file to the list. In the Embedded Images table, specify the content ID. We are now ready to execute the workflow. Preview the results for the steps. Check the email box for the destination address. Notice the HTML format email and the salary details file attachment. We saw how to configure the generate rows and the mail step to send a salary statement email. Thank you for watching.